For joining me. It's Thursday, which means another live show every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, except for next February the 27th, which is actually 3 weeks from today. We won't be live because we'll be at the eBay Upfront. So those of you that don't know, February 27th, 2020 at 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. I think is eBay Upfront event in Tampa at Armature Works. Make sure you join me. There'll be no live show that week. May do it Wednesday, may do it Friday. We'll have to see, but we may just cancel that live show for that week. Welcome in. If you guys need anything in the chat, Megan, Adam, and I believe Colleen are in the chat. They are our admins with the blue wrenches. Questions, comments, concerns over there. And let's jump right into it. We have 3 topics tonight. One is mistakes. You guys got to stop making all the mistakes that I'm seeing, especially all of you new sellers, all of you beginners, or those of you that are on new platforms. I'm not talking about just eBay. I'm also talking about over on Amazon, mistakes you guys are making, and some of you making on Poshmark, and some of you making in your business as a whole. Lots of mistakes, man. I get non-stop emails, messages. I think a lot of people start to doubt that I get all of these messages that I actually get. And so I thought about on show, I'd show you guys literally just anybody that doesn't have Facebook Messenger. I mean, I've been scrolling and I'm only back, I don't even know how many days. That's January 27th, literally back just a week. And I delete some messages, not all, but I mean, it just keeps going and going and going. It only goes back to January 14th because I have so many messages. So you guys send me a lot of stuff and I just see a lot of mistakes and I want to talk about it. Also, too, I want to thank a ton of people. If you didn't see the post, I'm at 99,945 or 46 right now. So about 55 subscribers short here on YouTube of 100,000. So if you're not subscribed, it would mean a whole lot to me. It would really mean a whole lot to me if you could hit that subscribe button, check out the channel, enjoy the content, and let's do 100,000 so we can do a giveaway soon, as soon as we get it. Okay, so that's the second point. And I covered the third one about the meetup in February and the 27th in 3 weeks. So let's jump onto it. What do you guys think the biggest mistakes people make on eBay are, on Amazon, on Poshmark, and as a business in a whole? What do you guys think are the biggest mistakes that I see? The ones that I see over and over again, and then the ones I see that may be kind of, not as usual, not as common. What do you think those are? Unless I dance. Jamie says he's unsubscribing unless I dance. There's a dance, Jamie. You got to dance out of me. Okay. In case he gets a YouTube plaque. Yeah, they'll send you a nice little silver plaque when you get 100,000 subs. I heard it takes 2 months to get though. So what do you think are the biggest mistakes? So there's a lot of new sellers. There's probably about 50-50 here, experienced versus new. eBay, Amazon, Posh. So pricing too high is one that is definitely up there. I can't wait to dig into these, which let's start down my list here. Let's start with crappy pics tossed on a bed. Yeah, not accounting for shipping properly, not accepting returns is a big mistake. Yeah, it's huge. So let's run down. I'm going to do eBay first, then Amazon, then Posh. Okay, eBay, the top 10 mistakes you can make on eBay. Let's see if anybody calls these out as I go, but shipping, not listing good items. Yeah. Number 1 is canceling orders. Please, guys, this week has been the cancel order bonanza that I've been seeing. People just canceling orders left and right. Please don't cancel orders. If you do find yourself in a position of losing a piece of merchandise, or you can't find it, you ripped it when you were pulling it out of the bin, please contact your customer and work out something where you can refund them and cancel. They can cancel. If they can't cancel and you have to cancel, choose after you talk to the buyer that the buyer agreed to it. And so then you can say, okay, the buyer asked. If you choose out of stock or whatever, you're going to lose a defect. Your percentage is just going to plummet. And for a lot of you, it's going to cost you your account, or at least your top rated. So number 1 is that. Number 2 is shipping. Heads up, all the beginners. I'm going to put out a shipping video tomorrow about 2020, all the shipping changes, pricing, and updates. That video will be out tomorrow. Shipping in 2020, start to finish, pirate ship, FedEx, USPS, UPS, everything, start to finish, will be out tomorrow. Shipping is probably mistake number 2 that people make all the time. They don't know the proper way to ship. They don't have the right shipping supplies. Please order your shipping supplies. Please check out Pirate Ship. It can help you. Please compare post office pricing to FedEx pricing when you're on eBay. Please do not go into the post office and buy labels at the post office. It's a terrible way to do it. That was number 2. The shipping. And right along with that, number 3 is switching packages. How many people, show of hands, show of digital virtual hands, have a shipping and packing procedure that they implement every day so that they don't accidentally put the wrong label on the wrong item? It has happened and it will happen all the time. No, people are canceling because they lose orders, but I've done it way in the past. I haven't done it in a long time. We had a mistake yesterday. Well, it got messaged to me yesterday, but it actually happened a week ago. We label our remotes like this, F40. Do you guys see? Hold on, let me zoom up, zoom back, F40. And we accidentally wrote F40 on 2 remotes. And so of course I grabbed the wrong one. It was right because we sold F40, but we had 2 F40s. And so this is the one he ordered and it's sitting over here and he got the wrong one. So this is going in an envelope, shipping out to him tomorrow. And I'm just going to let him keep the other one and write it off. So it was a $3 mistake in a label. The other one is 50 cents. So $3, 50 cent mistake. You got to have something to make sure you don't ship the wrong item to the wrong people. One by one with shipping, double check your procedure, double check your layout. Check, double check, and never assume that you have the right item in the right package to the right label. Make sure it's right. That's number 3. Number 4, hey, what's up, Dominic Primetime at Treasure Hunter? I was just confusing him in my private messages with him. But what's up, buddy? We owe him a amazing shout out for all the good he's done for this channel, getting us to 100,000. He's played a big part in it. So Dominic over at Primetime Treasure Hunter, please go check out his channel and subscribe to him. Also, as well, Adam, who has spent a lot of time on this channel helping. The 2 of them are responsible. Without them, I couldn't do it. 100,000 subs that's about to come up. Thank you so much to both of them. So please click on their channels and subscribe and check them out. Okay. Lot Vintage, great job. 600 followers on Instagram. Okay, so that's number 3 and 4. Number 5 mistake is best offers. Who auto declines best offers? I've covered this in a video, but man, it seems like people are still posting that they cover or they auto decline their best offers. Why? You are getting somebody who is interested in your item for the most part. Yes, there are obliviously obvious, blatant, lying, scheming, whatever people that are going to offer you $1 for your $100 microphone. I get it. If you want to click decline, decline it. Why are you auto declining offers? At least take a look at them. Take a look at the offers. Please, guys, send out offers and take a look at all of the offers. All I see on the internet and Facebook is people begging for customers, yet they're automatically sending customers away, right? Why would you do that? Dumb. Mistake number 5. Mistake number 6, not having one-day handling. So let me tell you that if you can't do one-day handling, a bigger mistake is having to cancel an order or be late. Get it. But you are competing with Amazon. Kate, my fiance, just bought a case for her phone, not this one, but I bought this one. And she purchased it on like Monday morning, afternoon, and it showed up Tuesday afternoon. That is what you are competing with. If your handling time is 3 days and everyone's like, oh, but I normally get it out the door in 1 day. I don't care. The customer that's buying your item does not know that. They see 3-day handling. Well, I'm ordering this on Monday and Sheila's not going to ship it out. Sorry if your name is Sheila. Till Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm not getting my item till next week. Boom. Next seller, stop. 1-day handling. The cutoff times are not clear. So if you don't know the cutoff times, please ask me or ask somebody. Okay. So that's number 6. Like, shipping in 3 or 4 days, terrible. E-commerce 101. People want stuff. They want it now. And that's why auctions are a dying breed. Auctions are just going away. It's why Amazon got rid of auctions. It's why auctions don't exist on Poshmark. It's why they barely exist on eBay. I mean, 80% is buy it now. People don't want to wait for items. The only reason they're willing to wait for items is if it's the only item, unique, antique, something, an autographed Kobe Bryant basketball. You guys get what I'm saying. It's got to be something unique or they don't care, okay? So that's the next one. Now, the bad listing, I kind of didn't want to separate all the little bad things you can do, but just having bad listings, titles with 3 words, women's pink shirt, a photo of a pink shirt thrown over a toilet or out on a tree limb. These are all bad practices. No description, no measurements on clothing, no this, no that, no title keywords, no descriptive keywords, in the wrong category, not being priced correctly, having a bad listing. Please audit your listings, right? Mike is up and down. Sorry about that. No consistency in your listings. The photos all look bad. There's just an entire, please audit your listings. Please go back through all of your eBay listings and audit them. Trust me, you can fix them, end them, and resell them. Okay, so that's the next one. That's number 8. Number 9 is diversifying items. Stop trying to sell 1,000 Aeropostale t-shirts. Please get better stuff. Please sell stuff that people want. 3-day business handling isn't going to cut it. No, it's not. If you want to sell some stuff, you're going to do it. And then finally is taking returns. I'm going to talk about diversifying items number 9 in a minute, but 10, please accept returns, please. It's so important. Stop walking over dollars to pick up pennies. Does everybody know the numbers that returns give you? So, there's a lot of people that won't even come to you and shop with you because you have no returns. Even though you can still open an item not as described and send an item back, a lot of people that don't exist in our world, in our reselling circle in this chat, don't know that. They don't know that there's an instant item not as described, send it back. They think if you send them a crappy item, they're stuck with it. And so they're not going to buy from you. You're automatically cutting out a section of the buyer pool. Stop. Accept returns. Trust me, the 1 or 2 returns you're going to get back will way be offset by the number of extra sales and buyers that you could potentially get. Please, please, please remember this, okay? All right, let's go. Remember to pay the tax man. Yeah, FOSS. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So those are 10 eBay mistakes I see all the time. Diversifying products we'll talk about at the end of this. Amazon mistakes. Those of you that are not Amazon sellers, this will be really, really easy for you to understand. Number 1 mistake of Amazon sellers is not selling on Amazon. They're so terrified of it. I just talked to a sweet young lady earlier, Caitlin from Arkansas. She is started Amazon. She's jumped in and she is like ready. She's got it rolling. She's scanning stuff, putting stuff, getting it ready to list. And she got over that fear. And now she's going to be making money. How do you feel about asking a buyer to pay for return shipping? That depends on your settings. If you have it set up that buyer pays, they have to pay. If you have it set up that seller pays, you pay. If you mess up, you always pay. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad Adam reminded me. Let me get through Amazon and then I'm going to remind you guys of one important thing Saturday. If you didn't sign up for the Saturday webinar, I'm going to show everyone Saturday afternoon how I do social media step by step by step. I'm going to actually take you through my video editing, through my posts, my content, my hashtags. I'm going to show you every step of my social media process, day by day by day by day routine. You can join me Saturday at 3 p.m. Just use the link down below. You just have to put your email in. It's free. And if you can't watch the 3 p.m., you can watch the replay anytime. You own it, and it's awesome. Also, I'll have a special going. So if you lock in a special for the social media package as a part of my 2020 package below, if you haven't got it, Saturday, I'm going to show you how I do everything. And then as part of that package, you will actually get my individual broken down videos of everything you should be posting and doing to make money on social media. So thank you for that reminder, Adam. Make sure you do join us Saturday. Okay, so mistake number 1 with Amazon, not selling on Amazon. Please stop being scared of Amazon. It is not rocket science, okay? It's actually pretty easy, okay? Step number 2 mistake on Amazon is pricing. People see, if I showed you guys a website that didn't have solds, and I showed you guys this remote control, and you saw this remote control listed for 18, 18, 19, 19, 21, 21, 20, 25, 85. Would you think that this remote was worth $85? What would you think the remote was worth? 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 21, 25, 85. What do you think the remote's worth? What does everybody think that it's worth, right? So while you guys are in the chat there, The remote's probably worth somewhere between $17 and $25, right? You know, if it's a rough condition one, maybe 17. If it's a great, perfect condition one, 25. If the person has really good feedback, 25. If they have crappy feedback, maybe 20, right? Somewhere in that mid little thing, right? So why would it be worth $85? You know, and some people will put used, brand new. Even a brand new one. Is somebody going to be willing to go from spending $20, $22 on a used one all the way down to $85 for a brand new one? Well, probably not in most cases. So pricing messes people up because they're like, well, I saw it for 85, right? But that's not realistic on Amazon. There are no sold listings on Amazon. You have to use third-party software to get kind of a price history. And I guarantee if you look that remote up, it's going to be about $22 on average. So that is number, hey, Kelly, eBay Stock Queen. That's number 2 mistake is the pricing. You have to go with the obvious, the common sense. Then look it up on eBay and see what it's worth on eBay. If all the ones on eBay are selling for $85, maybe it is worth $85. If they're all selling for $25, which is more likely, is probably a $25 remote. Okay. So yeah, Tammy, $20, exactly. Hey, Bradenton, Florida, Sean Prindeville, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you to Deb as well. $5 if I don't want to wait 2 years to sell it. Yeah. So that's number 2. Number 3 is Vero. You know, that goes with any platform. Don't sell items that are fake, trademarked, you know, inauthentic, all that stuff. Number 4 on Amazon would be Invoices. If you're going to sell brand new merchandise on Amazon, you have to have invoices for it. If you are already ungated and you are allowed to sell it and you get caught selling it as brand new and they want you to provide an invoice and you can't, then you could be suspended. Be very careful selling brand new on Amazon, which brings us to number 5, which is people mistake on Amazon is not knowing they can sell used merchandise. Half of these remote controls, let me show you guys, look, half of these remote controls are listed on Amazon FBM, and some of them are going to get shipped in a box in FBA. Those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bins, it's about 250 remotes right there, are all listed on eBay with the exception of one of them. I believe it's the B2, which is why it has B on it, B2 for Amazon, B, eBay, B2, is Amazon FBM, which I think we have enough now to go ahead and pack it up, switch it to FBA and send it in. You guys can see that they're all used. None of them are brand new, right? None of them are new. They're all used. They could all go to Amazon. They're all ungated. Now, not all items are ungated for used. Not all items are ungated for new, but you can sell used. Mistake number 5 is not knowing that you can sell used merchandise on Amazon. Straight to the point. You can sell it. Hey, what's up, Courtney from Bolo Buddies? You guys can check her out on Facebook under Bolo Buddies. Yeah, hit that like button. Appreciate that. More important, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Get to 100,000. I'm not watching the live numbers, but I will update you if I see it get close. So you can sell used on Amazon. Absolutely. Many items are used. Don't be scared of Amazon and don't be scared of selling used on Amazon. So that's number 5. Number 6 Amazon problem is not knowing that you have to have white backgrounds. Amazon will not allow you to list your items with anything but a solid white background. So be prepared. You can't do all these flower pots and tissue paper and necklaces dangling from a shirt for Amazon backgrounds like you do on Poshmark. It doesn't work that way. Okay. Number 7 mistake from Amazon is not knowing that the money is on a 14-day hold. People don't realize you don't get access to the money right away like you would on eBay or PayPal. Amazon holds your money for 14 days. Please remember that when you are selling, that you will have to buy the item, list it, and when it sells, you will have that money in a hold until 14 days is rolled and they send it to you. Okay. Now, if you sell something on day 13 of your account is 14 days. So if your account starts on the 1st where you sell your first item and you sell a few items on the 2nd and the 3rd, all that money's going in. On the 15th, your money will transfer. So if you sell an item on the 14th, day 13, that money goes into that balance and it's going to ship out the next day. So the items you sell at the end will be quicker to get that money versus the money you sold on day 1 or day 2. Okay, so that's number 7. I got suspended on Amazon September, October, and have been fighting to get things resolved. Amazon won't respond to my appeal to them. Yeah, lawyers do help, but they're expensive if it's worth it. Okay, number 8 for Amazon is FBA versus FBM and not realizing that letting FBA do the work, people are scared to pay FBA fees. And it actually ends up being more money for you because, yeah, you're going to spend money to ship stuff into FBA and you're going to pay them a pick and pack FBA fee versus you handling it at your house and shipping it yourself. But the upside to that is for Prime and Amazon Prime available items that are at their warehouse, you can almost always charge more money, some stuff not, but most items will be higher priced and it's going to sell faster because more people shop Prime. So, hey, what's up, Brian? That is number 9. And then the number 10 mistake I see with people on Amazon is not realizing that Amazon is basically an auto return site. It's very difficult to fight returns, and it's almost in your better interest to just take it back and accept the return, refund them, and move on. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate that. Kate actually hand painted that painting. Kate hand painted that. I'll zoom it up. There you go. It actually used to match all of our old furniture and carpet, rug, whatever. But yeah, she painted that. So that is the 10 Amazon and eBay mistakes. So 10 mistakes on Poshmark. It's a little bit more difficult, so I probably only come up with like 5 that come to mind. But here's the 5. One is pricing. People just don't know how to work pricing. Some people don't even know Posh has solds, but some people try to price Posh through the roof because they're hoping for bundles. You still have to price correctly, right? Number 2 is not sharing and being active. You don't have to share your closet 5 times a day, but you got to share stuff to get it to the top and keep it active. That's number 2. Number 3 is definitely staying consistent, and this is across all platforms. People think that they can have a really crazy good Monday and then just take the rest of the week off, right? You can't. Consistency is the same on social media. It's the same on YouTube. It's the same on eBay. It's the same on Posh. You have to stay consistent. Number 4 is that Posh does not release the money until you get positive feedback or it's released after 3 days. So keep that in mind. There is a little bit of a hold on the money. Again, it's not instantly accessed. Zarek says 300 to 500 for lawyers that specialize in Amazon. That's not too bad, actually. And then number 5 that I see on Posh all the time is people trying to sell just bread and butter. The stuff that sells on Posh consistently is designer, higher end stuff. You can sell anything. Don't get me wrong. Tommy Hilfiger, Express, it all sells, but just know that it's going to be slower. There are not as many buyers on Posh as there are on other platforms. Okay. So here's the ones I see across all the platforms. So one thing you have to remember about Poshmark, it is the smallest of the eBay, Amazon platforms. It's 3rd, right? It's bigger than Mercari, I believe, but it's not bigger than eBay or Amazon. That is where most of your Posh is great to cross post to, but don't rely on it for a full-time stream of income. If you're only on Posh, don't expect to make big money and big numbers, which is what I think we all do this for, right? The thing about Posh is if you interview all of these Poshmark groups and you ask how many people in this 30,000 member group are doing more than $5,000 in profit on Poshmark in a month, it's going to be crickets. There's not going to be many. And it's because Posh doesn't have the buyer base or the support to really keep those kind of numbers up. It just doesn't happen. If you want to sell with the big boys and you want to make good money, big money, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, you're going to have to sell on eBay and Amazon. You have to go where the customers are, right? You can't just rely on one platform. While it is possible to make money on Poshmark and make a good, decent income, you're never going to be a millionaire. You're never even going to make 6 figures. You're going to be lucky to make 20, 30,000 full-time on Posh. There's just not enough of a platform to support it. And it's proven in the facts. There are some girls and some guys that have managed to make great money on Poshmark. They do make 6 figures. They do make 50,000 a year. It's very few. When you start talking about eBay and Amazon, why? Because they have a wider array of products, a wider array of buyers. They have 35 million active daily buyers. It's just the fact. You have to go where the money is and where the advertising. There's a reason Poshmark just hit $2 billion in sales lifetime. What have they been open? 7 years, 8 years? eBay does 11 billion a year. One month of eBay is equal, or 2 months of eBay is equal to all of Poshmark's lifetime sales. Amazon does 255 billion a year in gross revenue. It would take Poshmark the next 10 years to do like 1 month of Amazon's gross revenue. That's why. Don't have nightmares about Posh. It's a fantastic platform to move extra inventory. Do not rely on Poshmark for a full-time income. This is a mistake everyone makes. Please sell things that you can sell on every platform. If you're just trying to make some extra money, great. Posh is fantastic to make 500, 1,000, 1,500. It's why I haven't focused my time there. And if you saw my breakdown of money, I only made a couple $100 last month on Posh because it's just a lot of time consuming effort. It's a fantastic platform. Don't get me wrong. Not here to badmouth Posh. What I'm saying is most of the people doing it are just making some pocket change and are not serious business owners, or they're not seriously making any serious money. If they're doing it as a side cross post, that's fantastic. There are tons of serious business owners using Posh on the side. I use them on the side. Star and Keith use them on the side. Tons of people use them on the side. You're not going to find many people who are only Poshmark sellers who are being full-time or making full-time serious income. And by serious income, if you make 10 or 15 grand a year, that might be serious income to you, but that's not serious income in the world of business. You can't live off of that. You can't support yourself or a family. So those are amazing Posh versus eBay stats. Yeah, you have to go where the buyers are. You have to go where the money is and where the platform and the traffic is. That's number one. Number two is you have to sell what people want, not just where they want it, what they want. Clothing is fantastic. People make millions of dollars a year on clothing, be it eBay or Posh or even some Amazon, not much. But what you have to do is sell items that people are going to look at. You know, people might be looking at, let's say, used Lululemon pants, right? They sell fantastically fast. You might go to eBay, and somebody, feel free to pull up the solds on used Lululemon pants right now. There may be in 90 days, 100 a day selling. And so there might be 9,000 pieces selling in 90 days. You look up Apple iPhones, there's 9,000 iPhones a minute selling on eBay. I'm just throwing numbers out there. You got to sell stuff that people want. You have to sell stuff people are looking for. They're looking for hard goods. They're looking for electronics. They're looking for tech. They're looking for light kits. They're looking for business supplies. They're looking for calculators. They're looking for webcams and cameras and lenses and GoPros and video games. And they're only looking for clothing some of the time. They're looking for other stuff a lot more. Posh did raise their shipping price today, 32 cents. Yes, Colleen, thank you for that. I'm going to include that in the video tomorrow, actually. Poshmark is a great, fantastic platform, but most of the people making videos and content about Poshmark, there's probably, if I had to guess, maybe 10 or 20 of them that make good money. A lot of the people who make videos about Poshmark are making less than $5,000 a month. Probably most of those are making less than a couple thousand. There are some that are making 50, 75, 100 grand a year. And those are fantastic numbers. There's a lot of them, but I'm going to tell you the two secrets. One secret is they're full-time, they're dedicated, they put everything they have into it, they're nonstop, and they're working hard. There are a lot of those people that work hard. They're also, the one thing that most of them have in common is they're on social media. And so this is the next mistake that people make in their business overall. How do I say this right? The people that are making YouTube videos that you watch and are on Instagram are using the social media to fuel their sales. You are buying from them. You're buying their stuff. They're putting out bundles. Other resellers are buying stuff. They're getting noticed because they're being talked about. Their publicity, their eyeballs. This is all, and look, I'm not blaming them because they do a fantastic job, right? They do an awesome job of conveying that message and drawing in those buyers. The problem is that they are relying on a lot of that, which is great. I preach that every day. You have to have social media. And that's what they're not telling the outside audience, that, hey, X percentage, 30% of everything I sell is because of you guys and your social media or your presence or you liking my dress or whatever it may be. And so that's a fantastic, people love that brand and they come buy from you because you're using social media to draw them in. Excuse me, people are going to think I'm like some drug addict here. I don't know if you guys know, my ear closed like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And it just feels like everything is draining out of me. I know that doesn't sound very nice, but it's just the truth. So excuse me. But they're looking for comic books. You had Dom just said there, customers are looking for comic books. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that people are looking for, and clothing is just kind of one of those splurge buying things. So when they're on Posh, that's why they're selling a lot of stuff as kind of splurge at the front of the grocery store counter to buy a Snicker bar, right? That sort of thing. They're putting it in front of you, and that's it. Amazon is the king of the world. Yeah, king of the world. So these are the mistakes that you guys are making. Mistakes on each platform, and then the mistakes as a business in a whole. Not using social media is probably one of the biggest mistakes any of you are making. It's why these Poshmark girls or guys that are doing mostly girls, are doing a lot of sales are so successful. They're using social media to their advantage. There's a reason Poshmark is called the social selling platform, social selling app, whatever they call it. And you're sharing because social media works. It's how they get the word out and spread it. It's why Amazon has grown to the size that they grew, because they advertise, they use social media, they advertise and marketed through social media. There's no surprise that Amazon has an Amazon affiliate program that drives all this traffic to Amazon. 215 people watching. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you hit the like button. And make sure you're subscribed, as we're right at 100,000 people, guys. Hopefully by tomorrow I'll have it at the latest. I think we're at like 99, 950. Yeah, we need 50 more. So I've gained 4 or 5 new subscribers during the chat. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. You're so right on. What sold is not my what sold, right? Thanks for all the content and spreading your wisdom. Thank you, Brian Watkins. Appreciate the $5 super chat. The coronavirus. Yeah, Steven says that I have the corona. I may have gotten the corona through all of the messages and spam that I get from Chinese sellers offering me all their junk. I may have contracted coronavirus through my phone by going like this or by reading it. So it's entirely possible I should be quarantined. Do you use Vindu to cross-post your items? No, we use List Perfectly. List Perfectly is a fantastic tool. My biggest mistake was paying scammers when they first started reselling and finding out they make their money selling information, not actually reselling full-time like they claim. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm okay with people that are full-time resellers selling content information. Obviously, I do. I'm even okay if they decide to do something like I've done and cut their business in half, 50-50. But just tell people, like I try to put out videos where I tell people the breakdown of the money, that I sell 50% here and I provide 50% of my income through information or through videos or through whatever it is. Like, I could close my computer today. I could turn this mic and camera off, never upload another video, never do another live, never post another post on Instagram or Facebook, close the group. I could close all that down, put all the time I spend on this, on listing, on selling, on doing all of this stuff that we have, and, we still sell shirts, we still sell remotes. That's been our focus for the last 3 months is remotes and a little bit of clothes and this and that. And I could take the money I make through social media and turn it into reselling. I choose not to, because I'd rather still keep a little bit of selling, but still be able to help people and make money on this side, and I enjoy it. So how many new items do we list daily? So we typically put on our accountability sheet. If you're part of my private group, which you get in the 2020 package below, intent, you can see my accountability sheet. We tend to try to list around 100 a week, give or take. I'm going to share the screen with you guys for my accountability. Let me just show you guys that. But we tend to do 100 a week. That's really our goal, if we can. So this is our accountability sheet. And if you look, you can see new eBay listings yesterday. We put up 22. And then, so this is just between 2 accounts. I think we put up 20 on one account and 2 on the other. One is high dollar items and one is cheap items. You guys can see the cheap account, Treasure Chest FL, that does about $2,000 a month, 2,500 a month, give or take. So that account, will do 25 to 30,000 a year, which just that account alone does more than a lot of people do. I get a lot of heat a lot of times where people are like, I only sell cheap stuff, I don't sell anymore. Obviously you can look around and see that I do. This account, still doing $25,000, $30,000 a year. My bigger account does 55, 60,000. My 2 eBay accounts together get close to 6 figures. They do 80, 90. I think my 2 1099s this year are like $98,000. But I also have Posh and I also have Amazon. and I also have affiliates, and I also have some local sales. So you can't just base on one, but yeah, we try to list 100 on eBay. There's that. And then of course the rest of my accountability for myself. I haven't filled in today's yet, but I will. Anyway, so let me go ahead and remove that from the screen. So yeah, that's basically what we try to do. 100 a week is a good goal. So here's the great thing about with this Corona cause instability in the market. Do you think sales for US sellers will increase? Yeah, I think it's probably not, can't hurt us. Yeah, the 2020 package is below. Yeah, so in thrift. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people that I sell information to, and people that need help are doing less than 1,000, maybe even 2,000 a month in sales. They're at that $10,000-$15,000 a year in sales. They want to go from making $1,000 a month, 500 a month, to making a couple $1,000s a month. And I show that it's possible. Technically, my reselling for me, Kate puts in time, I put in time. It's full time, but it's part time of my work because a lot of that includes me being on social media away from reselling. So I show that it is possible to, it is possible part time to do reselling and still be able to make 20, 30, 40,000 on an eBay account, to still be able to make 100,000 between multiple accounts. It is doable. You just have to put the work in. I think that's probably the biggest mistake everyone makes is they treat this, especially if they have a job or they make money. If they have, a reliable husband or significant other, if they already have a job, if they don't need reselling, then they don't treat it like a job. They treat it like a hobby. And if you treat reselling like a hobby, sorry, I just had a text from Keith from Flippin' Hippos. If they treat it like a hobby, then it's going to earn like a hobby, right? If you treat it like a job, you can earn money like a job. If you told your boss you can only put in a few hours a day, he's not going to give you $600 a week or $700 or $800 a week. He's going to give you $200 a week, right? And that just makes sense. It's just common sense. So, yeah. Anyways, long story short, I would love to help all of you guys. Saturday's webinar, Saturday, the first link, the webinar is going to be all about social media. It's free. Sign up, give me your email. But do consider grabbing the 2020 package or the social media. You can lock in the price. You can grab it. It's going to show you all the advanced stuff. Saturday, we're going to go over the basics, the routine, the daily step-by-step. And then that package includes everything that I do on every platform broken down in videos. It'll be well worth your time either way. But join us Saturday, and then you can always grab it then, or you can grab it today. It's up to you guys. So, yeah, YouTubers always sell more than non-YouTubers because we just, the secret to sales, the secret to selling is to reach as many people as you can. It's the secret to life. Politicians that win, we don't talk politics here, but I'm just going to give you an example because I was in a political talk a little bit earlier with some good friends, so it wasn't a fight. Politicians that tend to win are usually the politicians that have the money, because the money allows them to advertise and the advertising allows them to get out to people. A lot of people don't vote for politicians based on policies or positions. They don't even know their policies or positions half the time. They just vote like in a popularity contest or who they know or who they heard from first, right? So that's why they tend to win. Salespeople, companies that tend to make the most money, why is McDonald's successful? The advertising, the marketing, the word of mouth, all this stuff, is the reason. It takes money to make money. And so that's why these companies and places and politicians and people win, because they have the money to put out and because they reach the most eyeballs. Sales 101 is the more eyeballs, trading and attention. That's it. So, part-time effort equals part-time pay. That's great. So, Edwin, thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. And Deb as well. Make sure that you guys have questions. Go ahead and ask it, because I just realized we've been on almost 40 minutes. Kate's on her way home, so I'm going to have to help with the wrecking crew. That's our little set of dogs. Help get them inside. We're about to have some nasty storms here in Florida, so she's headed home. Get them in and get settled. But hey, Dustin, how you doing? I haven't been around much lately. This is good stuff as always. Thanks, Russ. I appreciate it. I know you haven't, but we still think of you over here, and we appreciate it. Go ahead and ask some questions, and then I'm going to stay on about 10 more minutes. Make sure you go hang out with Adam over on his YouTube channel and Dominic, the Primetime Treasure Hunter. Fantastic information. Dominic, I don't know if I'm allowed to give away where you are or what you're doing, but I do want to shout out Dominic's channel because he is interviewing somebody really, really interesting. He's out in Colorado right now, in Denver. I can't say that much. I know that. And I want to shout out Dominic if I can, but go ahead and shoot some questions into the chat. I'll answer them, and then we'll get ready to roll out of here. Probably in about, I'd say 6-7 minutes. Got really close to 100,000 guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're watching later. I'll have to refresh it, but we're about 50 short. So yeah, right at 50 short. So we came in here about 55 shorts. I picked up 5 or 6 of you that weren't subscribed. So thank you. 29 degrees ice storm in Ohio. No good. No good. Amber, what do I use to cross post again? We use List Perfectly. It's fantastic. We love it. They are all suddenly not active like the normal doing, so they're staying active, just showing out stuck. Amber, I would send me screenshots. I'm not 100% sure why, but I'll have to look at it. Yeah, primetime. Dominic is in Denver interviewing, and maybe he can be more clear about it. The largest comic book store owner or collector. Clear it up in the chat for me there, primetime. But he's videoing, I guess he's videoing and interviewing. It's going to be on your channel soon, right? So everybody make sure you subscribe to Primetime Treasure Hunter. He's in the chat right there. Subscribe to his channel because he's going to have a great video out. I can't wait to watch it. California Flipper, thank you. Appreciate it. Lots of snow across the country. Yeah, it's still nice here, but we're going to get some nasty, nasty rain. I was trying to pull up the radar, but I'm going to make Dominic get down in his bunker if you give out too much. I'm looking through your lot store and see one for Disney Star Wars stuff. Wouldn't that be a horrible idea? We have a Disney Star Wars lot up. Can you Skytext on my Shopify store? We have a Disney Star Wars lot up. It may be one that Keith added. I'm not familiar with it because I don't add all the lots. He adds most of them. I wasn't familiar with the lot, and why would it be a bad mistake? We can sell their stuff. You can't sell Baby Yoda stuff because, well, it's not licensed real Disney unless you got it through like licensed real Disney. Selling, I think a lot of people misunderstood that. Selling Disney stuff is fine. Star Wars stuff is fine if it's real. You can even sell Baby Yoda stuff if it's legit Baby Yoda. You cannot sell it because for the most part, Baby Yoda stuff is knockoff because at the time Disney hadn't even released anything except through like a Target partnership and some of their pre-order stuff. So most of the stuff that you saw on like Etsy and eBay, handmade stuff, all that, it's all fake. It's all stuff that's been made by someone else and not made by, oh, I see what he's talking about. The Disney holiday stuff. Yeah, that stuff is legitimate Disney stuff. That is actually licensed, legit Disney items. Or Marvel or whatever it is we're looking at. Okay, let's see the questions. I will say hi to her. How many listed do you have on your smaller eBay account? John Gabriel, there's 900 and change on our small eBay account. 900 to 1,000 on a small one. It's just a little over 900. We did sell like 10 items today though. And then the other one is about 450 to 500 items. And then Amazon's like I have to look, 450 or 500. It's pretty close. Mile High Comics interviewing legendary owner Chuck Rosinski, largest comic book store in the world, 10 million comics, 100 million in inventory. Series of videos being posted. That is awesome. Thank you, Clark. I appreciate that. SCHC for each revenue stream. Meme resales, not really sure. Little Buddy Fufu, thank you. I appreciate the subscription. What's up, Zombie Bargain Hunter? How you doing? Oh, we can't sell counterfeit. Okay, I'll tell the ship from China to turn around. I would tell any ships from China bringing you merchandise, if you're dealing with the people at the port, to turn around anyways. One SCHC, unless you're doing a qualified joint venture with wife. This is what I do, KGV. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. I understand. He's talking about the Schedule C's for taxes. Yeah. I was like, SCHC, what? Schedule C. I understand. Yeah, if you're a joint venture with your wife, then obviously that would be different. But otherwise, one Schedule C, all your revenue streams can go on that. So my YouTube is one revenue stream. My 1099 from PayPal for my eBay store is one revenue stream. My 1099 from PayPal for the second eBay account is one revenue stream because they both do over 20 grand. The Amazon payouts is one revenue stream, one 1099, but they all go on the same Schedule C. And my company is an LLC. I am a sole owner LLC. I own the business. It's just me. Me and Kate are not married. Kate does have signing privileges. She's on there. If you search our business online, you will find that she is a registered signer, and that requires that I give her 1%, which is fine. So at the end of the year, when my profit's 100 grand, on my Schedule C taxes, I put $99,000. And on her schedule for hers, because she has a photography business that she files on, her taxes will add $1,000 to it because she's taken 1% of my profits. So that's it. And her 1%, she doesn't have to claim expenses towards it or any of that. It's simply just $1,000 in income. It's just like I handed her $1,000. All the expenses, everything come down on me. Okay, so that's how we do it. It's pretty easy for us. We both just file our own taxes. Once we're married, we're going to file jointly, of course. So then we'll both be owners of each other's businesses. I'm not 100% sure how that works, transferring ownership in or keeping it as me being married, still the owner. She gets 50%. That's something when it comes time, when we're married, that I will have to, I'll have to talk to a CPA about. So that's how it works right now. Hey, from Montreal, what's going on? Canada, it's got to be cold up there too. Great question, though. Great question on that. Saturday, Adam linked the webinar again. It's below. Make sure you do sign up for it. And I'm going to get ready to head on out of here. I appreciate you guys. Don't want to keep the channel running too long. I appreciate all the support, all the views. Thank you so much for your time, your efforts. Thank you all for getting me to 100,000, especially all of you admins in the chat, Jamie, Megan, and most of all, Dominic and Adam. Go subscribe to their channels. Look for Dominic's giant $100 million inventory comic book store video series coming out. That's going to be awesome. I'm excited. And anyways, that's probably where I'm going to leave this. I'll answer one more. It's Tommy Gaskins. I'm getting ready to have surgery. It'll be out 3 months due to be paid for my full-time job. I cannot make money on the side. What will happen on my eBay account? Do I lose my feedback and top rated? No, you will not lose your feedback. Your top rated sales, however, you will lose because you will not be reaching that number that you need to reach. Your account will just stay in limbo, like you're not selling anything. You'll have to build it back up when you come back. We want prenup. Yeah, no, she's good. Appreciate all of you. Thank you as usual. And I will see you Saturday. Please join the webinar and secure your version of the 2020 package with social media or the social media on its own. It's below. Once you sign up for the webinar, you'll get an email with the link as well. It's so worth it. I'm going to teach you how to make money on social media. Please do not miss it. If you can't join us at 3 p.m., watch the replay anytime. Just use that link. And can't wait to see all of you guys there. Have a wonderful night, wonderful weekend. And I'll see you tomorrow with my shipping 2020 updates and prices. That video will be up tomorrow afternoon, probably by 5 o'clock because I have to go somewhere at 6. Good night, everyone, and I'll see you next time.